Today's horoscope, Scorpio June 2nd, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Karmic cycles are often tied to the movement of Saturn through the heavens. As a timekeeper of the zodiac, Saturn's transits are memorable as they bring essential life lessons. Not only is it important to watch where Saturn is moving for your zodiac sign, but we will see collective lessons occur, as well, depending on where he orbits in the celestial sea. Currently, our great taskmaster is journeying through the heavens of Aries. This will force us to face the truth about our desires, passions, and egos, especially as they relate to our personal lives and relationships. This is not a time to amass negative karma by being selfish or aggressive. Tread lightly around co-workers today, especially those who report to you. Your criticisms might come across as harsh when you're just trying to be honest. Soften your words just a bit. Todd. You may want two opposite things at the same time, a good workout followed by some chocolate cake. Crazier things have happened. The planetary alignment impels you to desire comfort and security, your usual routine, comfort from approval and other good feelings, on one hand, yet on the other, you think it would be erotic and fun to stay up late and do things that give immediate, sinful pleasure. The challenge is to find the middle ground and suspend judgment. You're sure to feel strong, energetic, and ambitious on this day. Not only will this vibration give you the boost to get things done, it can serve you well by bolstering your assertiveness and confidence. If you have felt like your hard work is not being recognized or adequately compensated, you will likely be more ready to bring this up to the powers that be. If a raise or promotion is something you feel you deserve, don't hesitate to bring it out into the open. There is no harm in asking. Weekend or not, having the moon not only in your career sector over the weekend, but just as Venus has reached her last weekend in your work sector, couldn't come with better timing. This last visit before Mars leaves and wraps up his longest visit to your career sector in 2 decades is also the moon's last visit before Venus' longest visit to your work sector in 8 years is also coming to an end. With Venus and Mars still separating from a friendly aspect last week, before the new working week begins, this is drawing every T-ing together on the job and career fronts. Ahead of Venus, the planet of love's return to your relationship sector next week and the start of the most important month on the relationship front this year, there is a chance to first hold on to the spirit of romance and adventure. Before leaving your sector of adventure, travel, learning and discovery yesterday, the moon's friendly aspect to the north node in your romantic sector set the scene for a romantically charged weekend that can still be embraced. Daily planetary overview. It's a quiet ache, one that can creep in even when you're surrounded by company. Today's astrological alignment, Venus conjoining Chiron in Aries, brings that feeling into focus. It gently challenges us to ask, is it better to be alone than to feel alone with someone who just doesn't see you anymore? This celestial event shines a light on emotional wounds related to love, self-worth, and connection. Venus, the planet of relationships, beauty, and values, meets Chiron, the wounded healer. When this happens in Aries, the sign of individuality, bravery, and instinct, it's a cosmic cue to turn inward and ask ourselves some important questions. Am I truly being cared for? Am I compromising too much of myself to stay connected to someone else? Am I honoring my needs in love, in friendship, even in my family dynamics? If your answer is no, you are not alone. And more importantly, you don't have to stay stuck in that space. Today offers you the clarity and courage to listen to your instincts. That quiet inner voice that's been nudging you to make a change? It's growing louder now. Whether it's about letting go of a toxic tie, redefining the boundaries in an existing relationship, or even reaffirming your own self-worth after a long period of doubt, this energy is here to guide, not to shame. It reminds us that healing isn't always found in holding on, sometimes it's in choosing yourself. Perhaps you've been putting off a decision, hoping things would get better and their own, hoping someone else would change. But with this transit, you may finally find the strength to move forward, not because you've given up, but because you're ready to rise. And that, in itself, is healing. What's powerful about this moment is how it sparks energy in other areas of life too. You may feel a renewed sense of vitality, a fire that inspires action. This is a great time to refocus on personal goals and revisit ideas you've been sitting on. That dream project, that creative pursuit, that health goal you've been thinking about, it's not just a passing thought. It's a seed that's ready to be planted. Take steps, however small, towards something that matters to you. At work, even if new challenges appear, the universe seems to offer support just when you need it. Maybe a colleague steps up unexpectedly. Maybe a mentor gives you advice that changes your perspective. Stay open to help from surprising places. Sometimes the most unlikely interactions become pivotal turning point. NTS. Don't dismiss these moments of assistance just because they don't arrive in the form you expected. In terms of your health and wellness, this is also a beautiful time to lay the groundwork for long-term well-being. It doesn't require a radical overhaul. In fact, slow and mindful shifts are often the most lasting. Whether it's cutting back on habits that no longer serve you, or adopting something as simple as a 10-minute morning walk, these gentle commitments can have profound effects over time. And if you're feeling a bit more social today, don't be surprised. Conversations may flow more freely, and people seem more eager to connect. It's a great day to reach out, even if it's just to check in on a friend or chat with someone who makes you laugh. The energy is vibrant, full of curiosity and warmth, making it easier to communicate openly and honestly. So if there's something you've been meaning to say, now might be the right time. Financially, this is a day for smart listening. You've got good instincts. There's real value in seeking advice. Whether you're considering an investment, a purchase, or simply looking to better manage your resources, talk to someone who knows the terrain. You don't have to figure it all out alone. You may be surprised at the opportunities that arise simply by being willing to ask a few good questions. And let's not forget the importance of movement, of doing something active, not just for your body but for your spirit. If you've been feeling stuck or sluggish lately, physical activity could be the release you need. Not in a forced way, but in a joyful one. Call a friend for a walk, try that online dance class you've been eyeing, or simply stretch to your favorite playlist. There's something incredibly uplifting about shared movement. When you move with others, you're reminded you're not carrying the weight of life alone. So today, honor yourself. Not just the polished version that shows up for others, but the raw, honest, brave self that sometimes feels unsure, yet keeps going anyway. There is strength in recognizing what you need, and even more in acting on it. We all experience these crossroads differently, but the journey to healing and self-trust is one we share. And it's one worth walking together. You are worthy of connection that feels mutual. You are allowed to choose peace, even if it means letting go. And you are capable of building a life that feels full even when you stand on your own. Until next time, take care of your energy and let it lead you home to yourself.